in the heart of a dense forest, where sunlight barely pierces through the thick canopy. A haunting sight emerges, a deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now marred by a grotesque barnacle wound. This is not a scene from a horror film. It is a stark reality of nature's darker side. The deer stands motionless, its once vibrant coat now dulled by the weight of a barnacle infestation that has taken hold of its body. The barnacles, small marine crustaceans, have found an unlikely host in this terrestrial creature, clinging to its skin like grotesque, living tattoos. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the chilling truth behind this bizarre relationship. Barnacles, typically found on rocks and ships, are opportunistic creatures that thrive in moist environments. When they encounter a suitable host, they latch on with a tenacity that is both fascinating and horrifying. In this case, the deer, perhaps drawn to a water source or a damp area, became an unwitting victim. The barnacles burrow into the skin, creating open wounds that ooze with infection, attracting flies and other scavengers. The sight is enough to make even the most seasoned naturalists recoil in disgust. The deer, now a canvas of suffering, struggles to shake off its unwanted guests, but the barnacles have established a firm grip, feeding off the deer's nutrients and weakening its already fragile state. As in the heart of a desolate landscape, where shadows stretch long and the chill of the wind bites deep, a white fox roams, a creature of ethereal beauty marred by a grotesque affliction. Its pristine fur, once a gleaming symbol of the wild, is now a canvas of horror, a testament to the brutal realities of nature. At the center of this tragedy lies a barnacle wound, a chilling sight that compels us to look closer. The white fox, a majestic predator, now bears the weight of an insidious infestation, its body a battleground for survival against an enemy that clings with tenacity. As we delve into the unsettling world of barnacle infestation, we uncover not only the biological mechanics of this peculiar relationship, but also the darker implications of nature's relentless cycle. Barnacles, those small crustaceans that often cling to rocks and ships, have found an unusual host in our fragile fox. These marine parasites, with their hard calcareous shells, attach themselves to the fox's skin, forming a grotesque colony that disrupts its natural form. The barnacles, seeking a moist environment to thrive, exploit the fox body as a living substrate, feeding off its nutrients while causing excruciating pain and inflammation. The wound, a festering mass of infected tissue, becomes a harrowing reminder of the fox's plight. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress of survival, burrows deeper, exacerbating the suffering of its unwitting host. The fox, once a symbol of cunning and grace, now embodies the darker side of nature, a victim of circumstance, struggling against an invasion that seems all too cruel. As we observe this grim tableau, we must confront the ethical quandaries it presents. Nature, in its rawest form, is both beautiful and brutal, a dance of life and death where the lines blur. The barnacle's survival comes at the cost of the fox's suffering, a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings. This situation prompts us to reflect on our own impact on the environment. Just as the barnacle clings to the fox, humans cling to the earth, often with little regard for the consequences of our actions. We must ponder, are we not in the vast savannas of Africa, where the sun beats down mercilessly and survival is a daily struggle? We encounter a creature that embodies grace and speed, the cheetah. Yet, in this harsh landscape, a shocking sight emerges. A cheetah, once the epitome of elegance, now bears a grotesque wound, marred by a horrific infestation of barnacles. These crustaceans, typically associated with the depths of the ocean, have found an unsettling home on the cheetah's skin, transforming it into a living tableau of nature's darker side. As we delve into this unsettling phenomenon, we are compelled to confront the unsettling reality of how nature can sometimes be both beautiful and horrifying. Barnacle infestation occurs when these small, hard-shelled creatures attach themselves to a host, often seeking out the warm, moist skin of mammals. In this case, the cheetah's wound, a gaping and festering sore, has become a breeding ground for these opportunistic parasites. Barnacles, resembling tiny, white shells, cling tightly to the cheetah's flesh, creating a grotesque landscape of growth that is both fascinating and repulsive. As they feed on the cheetah's blood and tissue, they cause immense pain and suffering, leading to infections that can ravage the animal's health. This infestation is not just a physical assault. It is a profound violation of the natural order, where a once majestic predator becomes a host for a relentless parasite. The irony is stark. While the cheetah is a symbol of nature's prowess, it now embodies vulnerability. In the dim light of a weathered barn, a striking white horse stands, its majestic form marred by a grotesque sight, a horrific barnacle wound. This seemingly serene creature, often associated with purity and grace, now bears a painful reminder of nature's darker side. The barnacles, small crustaceans that typically cling to rocks and ships, have found an unsettling host in this noble animal. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with the shocking reality of these marine parasites embedding themselves into the horse's flesh, forming a grotesque colony that thrives in an environment far removed from the ocean depths where they belong. Barnacles, with their hard shells and insatiable appetite for attachment, can wreak havoc when they invade a living creature. They latch onto the horse's skin, creating deep, inflamed wounds that ooze with infection. Their presence not only causes immense pain, but also invites opportunistic infections, turning the horse's body into a battleground. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, drain the life force from their host, showcasing a chilling example of nature's ruthless